nails too. Yes, you can have long nails too. Yes, you can have long nails too. Thank you for stopping by my video, and today we're going to talk about how to grow your nails long at home, just like the celebrities that you see on TV. And on this channel we do healthy cooking, lifestyle, fitness, anything to better your life, a little bit of music in some cases. So we're going to get into a secret weapon that you can use to grow your nails long and strong in the comfort of your own home without having to go to a salon. And you can do them yourself. And it's very cheap and economical. So we hope you will stay tuned. And I will be giving you that secret weapon here shortly. And let's just get right into it. And before we do that, if you could please especially subscribe to this channel and like the video, it will really help me out in the algorithm and to be exposed to more people, especially if you subscribe. So getting right into it, the first thing you need to do to grow your nails out long is to, of course, the one thing you want to always be doing is to be drinking a lot of water. And that's something that you hear all the time, so please do it. It's just something you should do naturally. If you don't, and if you don't like the water in your home, I also have a video on a great water filter you can buy. It's really great, and it will save you money on, buying bottled water at home. So you can check out that video. It's up here, water filter video. If you want to know how much you have to drink for your body weight, I also have a video on that. So please check that out. But anyway, get the right amount of water as recommended for yourself or for your body weight. So you can tune into those videos, and that's just the basics. But let's get into the secret weapon. So my nails right now they are 1/4 of an inch. They are 1/4 of an inch long, okay? And there was a point where I grew them out to a 1/2 inch. I was going to a party and I had painted them and everything. But right now I'm working on my computer a lot and I'm typing a lot. And I have a lot of projects I'm working on, so I can't have my nails a 1/2 inch as long as I can't get any of my stuff done or my computer work done. So right now I have them at 1/4 because it's just very convenient for my, it's just very convenient for what I'm doing right now. And what I'm working on. So these are my 1/4 nails. First thing you do is when your nails are like in the short and stubby phase and they're kind of like maybe they're brittle or they're broken off, you want to drink your water first. You want to make sure that you're always fouling them. But not all the time, because you want to have growth, right? You don't want to keep fouling and fouling. But what I do is I always get a diverse fouler that has sections for all types of different things. As you can see, this one has been thoroughly used. I guess it wasn't that strong of a nail file, but I use it all the time. That's why it's so, I'm really into this. So that's why it's used up. But I will tell you, this one, it says size 1 is the coarse grit, size 2 is the medium grit. That's 1 and 2. And then size 3 says fine grit. And then let's see, where is size 4 at? Size 4 is the even out. Side 5 is to smooth the nail, and size 6 and 7 is to buff the nail and to shine the nail. And let's see, I think this is the only side there is. Is there a size 8? I don't think so. So this is a multi-sided one, and because I use it so much, it's really getting old. I have to get a new one. So you want to use this when your nails are short and like not there at all. You want to start shaping them so that they don't tear and crack and things like that. And this is another one I have. I think this is by the Trim brand. I would not get this. This one is the one I had before. It was a 3-step one, and I use this a lot. That's why it's all messed up, because that's what I do. So step 1 is the buff nail. Step 2 is the polish, and then step 3 is the shine a nail. And this is like the worst one ever. I think it's by the Trim company. It does not work. The course is not that big. I think this is just a buffer. That might be what's wrong with it. It's not a coarser. So, but it just still didn't seem to work as good as that other one I just showed you. So if I saw this in the store, I wouldn't get this. I think I got this at either CVS or Rite Aid. I just go to the nail section there. So I don't like this buffer or the shiner. This one I might have gotten, I usually go to, you can pretty much go anywhere, you know, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, Sally's, but this I either got, I don't remember, maybe it was CVS or Target, one or the other. And this one I really, really, really like, but it's time to get a new one. So I have a new one already. This is the Trim brand, right? So this is just a coarser, it's the grit, yeah. This is where you want to actually get rid of like the cracks and everything. This is where you actually make sure your nail is properly cared for. It's the Trim brand. So I haven't opened it yet because this is my next one after all these are not working anymore. So when your nails are short, you want to, and I file them like this. I'm going to use the smooth side. I file it like that. I don't go, I go one direction, left, or I go right, depending on what hand you use. It's so it doesn't like shred it, and like I think it weakens the nail if I do that. I don't know, but that's just the way I do it. Boop. Yeah, so I do like this. One direction. So I'm seeing left, right, left, right. You guys are probably seeing right, left on the mirror image. But what I don't do is I think that kind of like, I don't know, ruins the nail to me. It seems like it does. So you want to take care of your nails before they grow, right? And you want to, I file them like maybe once a week or sometimes twice a week. You don't want to file them too much, so you'll never have any new growth because you're taking it off all the time. So you just want to, you know, look at your nails and do what works for you. So, and these nails took about, I'd say, 40 to 60 days to grow. This is a 1/4 inch. If you want to do a whole 1/2 inch, for me that takes 90 days. Now it's time, the great reveal. What is the secret to having long nails that don't break at your home? You can grow them as long as you want. You can grow them like a celebrity, like this long. You know, it's just that I personally don't do it because I have too many projects, and there are so many things I can't do. Like I stop being able to do certain things. Some people are working very well with long nails, but I don't. So I keep them at a certain light. But anyway, now it's time for the great review. What can keep your nails growing long and that they don't break? And the secret is vitamin D. That is the secret to long nails, is just good old fashioned plain vitamin D. And what I do is a vitamin D supplement. And the best way to do it, there are other ways to do it, but I will tell you why vitamin D is so great, and it's so simple, and it's just so accessible to everyone. I suggest that you go to your doctor and they will do blood work, and they will tell exactly how much vitamin D you need for your body and your diet and your lifestyle, and just be specific and exact with it. And the best way to get it is from just an actual prescription. It's pretty much the same as what's on the shelf, just that your doctor knows what brand, what type, whether it's D2 or D3, what's best for you. And that's the best way to do it. And we're talking, you know, it's really cheap here. You know, and I think most health insurances right now, they all cover your first appointment. It's your major checkup for the year, your 1-year checkup, and then they would do the blood work. Most insurances pay for that I know of, that I've ever heard of, right? You know, as the market stands right now, and your blood work will show exactly how much vitamin D you need, and your doctor will tell you, right? And usually that will be free, and then you can get a prescription for it at the pharmacy. And even if your insurance does not cover it, without insurance, it's going to be $10 or $13 or less a vitamin D supplement. And it's the same price over the counter on the shelf. I just like the doctor because, you know, for one thing, supplements are not FDA insured, and none of them are approved, FDA approved. None of them are. So you have to be careful what you're putting in your body. And I would rather have a doctor pick it, and just in my opinion. But a lot of people take vitamin D over the counter. At least it's a simple substance, not anything complex. So I think it's okay to take vitamin D over the counter. I just always say, hey, it's better to do exactly what your doctor tells you to do, you know? So anyway, you could do over-the-counter vitamin D, and the suggestion is, the major suggestion, the Vitamin D Council says that you are supposed to take 2,000 IUs a day. However, I mean, that's like the national known average. However, the Mayo Clinic and WebMD suggest 600 IUs per day for adults. So I think it's people, I think 10 and up. All right, so ages 10 to 70. Then there's a new marker for 70 up. I think 70 and up, it goes from 60 IU suggestions to 800 IU suggestions per day. So that is what you can do. And you can also, another way to get vitamin D is, there are a lot of supplements on the shelf. I know there's a lot of skin and nails bottles that you'll see, skin and nail vitamins. I have not tried those. If you've tried those, then go ahead and, put it in a comment section. Let us know what worked for you. I just say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Plain old vitamin D and nothing else has always worked for me. So, and there is one I used to use. It's Blue Bonnet, calcium, magnesium with vitamin D. And I took it for maybe a year and my nails grew like absolute wildfire. And I could feel the difference every day. Vitamin D does so much for you. I only stopped taking Blue Bonnet, calcium, magnesium, plus D3 supplement because my calcium needs changed. So I get calcium from somewhere else now. But other than that, that was a good option at the time. I did it a few years ago. It was great. It's just another good product. And I've tried it myself for many years. So, it did work good if that's what your needs are. And that will grow your nails just as great. Be careful when you take calcium and magnesium because calcium has to have something to absorb it, and magnesium and vitamin D helps you absorb calcium. I think it's more so magnesium. That's why you'll often see calcium and magnesium sold in the same jar, because like if you overdo it on calcium can build up in your bloodline or something of that nature. It can cause heart vessel problems, issues, hardening of the arteries. It's very dangerous to overdo calcium. So you want to make sure you take absorbable calcium. You don't want calcium to build up in your bloodline. You don't want that at all. That's very dangerous. So that's basically the main way is your vitamin D supplementation. And just remember that if you decide to try maybe the skin and nails thing or anything, just remember that supplements are not FDA approved. People kind of think they are because they've been around for a while, and they are not, and they add so many additives and fillers to make it shelf stable or any type of thing they may think make their product better or different, and your body may have a really bad reaction to it. So just be very careful with just experimenting with supplements. You always want to have Benadryl in the house. Benadryl is an anti, it's for if you have an allergic reaction. So you want to be careful with supplements, which is why this is why I did my, I always suggest doing supplementation through your doctor if possible, but there are plenty of people who just take them off the shelf. And if you do them off the shelf, I always go for like a reputable brand. Like I always go for either CVS brand or Walgreens because they've been around for years, and I feel like I trust name brands. So I don't want to try anything new. I just go with the old and tried and true. And another thing you can do, if you wonder why people are so vitamin D deficient, most people do not get enough vitamin D. Most Americans are 1 in 2 Americans. So someone in your family is vitamin D deficient. If not, a lot of people in your family. Vitamin D is not heavily available in our food supply. We have depleted nutrients in our food supply. And so we need to supplement these days, unfortunately, or we need to be juicing a lot or doing something or eating organic food, something to make up for this lack of nutrients. We have depleted soil. The reason why you don't have a lot of vitamin D is most Americans get vitamin D from milk, and it's only 25% vitamin D most milk because the government required it to be supplemented, and it's in all the kids' school lunches. However, it's only 25%. Your body does not absorb all of that, so your body could be very well only absorbing, I don't know, I'm just guessing 10-15%. Like, we don't know. I'm sure a doctor knows. I'm just giving you an example of how can you survive off of that small percentage of vitamin D every day. The rest of the vitamin D you get from the sun, and not everyone spends the same amount of time in the sun. Not everyone absorbs sun the same way. So You have to just be cognizant of what type of life you live, how much you can absorb, you know, how much sun you absorb, things like that. So just know that most Americans are vitamin D deficient. It's very common. Even if you don't want long nails, you need to get on vitamin D supplements or anyway, or a food supply with heavy vitamin D. And I will tell you, well, once you check with your doctor, or if you just know you don't have a high vitamin D diet, then, you know, make your own decision. But vitamin D, you know, forget about your nails. It helps you with immunities. We all need immunities right now or anytime. I'm just saying, like right now, it's very important. It's always been important, but just think about what's going on right now. It helps you with your immunities, have lower inflammation, helps with anti-inflammation. It helps you to absorb calcium. You can take up calcium, but are you absorbing it? So vitamin D is a necessity of life. It's also you know, people who have a good level of vitamin D are known to get a lot less diseases than people out or supplement with it. So think about that. It's not about your nails. It's about just being healthy in general. And think about, you know, a lot of old people have arthritis. That's an inflammation disease. So, you know, you want to think about inflammation. And almost all diseases are related to, you know, a lot of inflammation, things like that. Not all of them, just some of them. So you want to get vitamin D anyway. And another thing, in addition to either just regular vitamin D, and also make sure you have calcium, because your nails can't grow without calcium, but most Americans get calcium. So I would say the secret is calcium plus vitamin D. I'm focusing on vitamin D in this video because a lot of Americans don't have it. A lot of Americans get their calcium from milk, cheese, yogurt, ice cream. We eat a lot of that in this country. Like say, so a lot of Americans are not calcium deficient. Some are, but it's not as bad as vitamin D deficiency. And even if you're low on calcium, you automatically, if you start taking a supplement, you'll see your nails grow really fast. I know in Asian countries, for calcium, they use seaweed instead. So if you're someone who's not into dairy, you can try some new foods. You can try seaweed. That's popular. Asian countries prefer seaweed over milk for their children. And you can also try salmon. Salmon is something that's high in vitamin D. Another thing that makes your nails grow, if you don't want to, you know, I mean, I would say get calcium somehow, you know, get calcium and vitamin D somehow. Another way to naturally just get it, you want to always get, you know, vitamins from natural food as well. You don't want to just be like all supplements, in my opinion. I don't want to just do all supplements. I'm going to get some of my nutrients from natural whole foods, if not most of them, if possible. I know that's not possible because of our food supply, but I try as much as I can. You want to, salmon has a lot of vitamin D, and also I know cantaloupe melons are good for growing your nails out, especially cantaloupe. I know salmon makes your skin soft and grow your nails, and so does cantaloupe. Cantaloupe makes your skin soft and it helps grow your nails, because a lot of the vitamins and minerals in cantaloupe are also found in the nails and skin supplements you see on shelves in stores and health food stores. So you kind of want to think about that. Like melons are really great for skin and nails. So that's kind of the natural way to do that too. But the natural way doesn't grow it as fast. The supplements kind of super power it and, like, you know, charge it up really, really quick. You can get fast results in 60 to 90 days with your supplements for your nails. So, and like I said, unless there's something going on, it's usually not dangerous to supplement with vitamin D. I mean, you definitely can go overboard with vitamin D supplementation as well as calcium. So, you know, be aware of that. Look at the instructions, talk to your doctor if needed, and know, you know, what your individual, you know, your needs are. You always got to do that as well. So, some other things you can do is when your nails start growing out, like I said, I found mine maybe once a week, sometimes twice. If you found too much, you won't get to enjoy any new growth. So, and I use the grit to get any like cracks out, or you know, like any crevices, because anything, even hitting a doorknob or even snagging on just a soft piece of material, can, if your nail has a little crack in it, can ruin it. Anything can ruin your nails, even if it's soft material. So don't think that, you know, you're not going to break your nails. I mean, you're always going to break nails, nothing you can do about it. But this is just a way to minimize it, you know. And I feel like when you file it, they get stronger. Like they stay stronger for some reason. I don't know. So I just kind of, you know, do this, and then I smooth it out just to get rid of the, you know, anything that can snag on something. That's what I do. And you always want to just kind of, you know, these cost, I don't know how much they cost, maybe $2-3. You know, you can get expensive ones for, I don't know, $8, whatever, if you want to spend a little bit more money. But if you go to Sally's Beauty Supply, you probably spend a little bit more. If you go to CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, you're going to spend like $2-3. So this one right here might have cost me, I don't remember, but it was like $2-3, and this is a one I like. And another thing you can do is you can buy, Sally's is good with a large variety of nail hardeners. You can buy those, but I don't think they make your nails grow fast. They stop your nails from breaking off, therefore keeping the length. Therefore, they're more likely to grow faster because they're not, you know, look longer as they're not breaking off all the time. So you can use nail hardeners. I currently haven't used them in a while. I've used them, you know, years ago, and my nails still grow just fine without them. But, you know, it can help some people. So, you know, I'm not, you can try it if it works for you. Sally has some, you know, good ones that you can get from there. And they also have gift certificates if you want to buy them. A lot of people love getting like nail products and stuff, or maybe a birthday, or, you know, Christmas. People love that stuff, pampering themselves. So you can paint them. Like sometimes painting your nails protects them from the environment, and it stops them from like breaking off all the time. So you can do that. You can also, in the spring or summer, you can occasionally paint your nails black, because black attracts dark colors. I'm sorry, black attracts the sun. Dark colors attract the sun. So the sun will be drawn, you know, you'll get more intensity into your nails, and the sun gives you vitamin D, so you'll be absorbing vitamin D into your nails if you paint your nails black when you're out in the spring or summer. You don't want to paint your nails any color like all year, every year, because if you paint your nails just like all the time, it can dry out your nails and cause them to break. You want to let your nails breathe and refresh with no paint every now and then. You know, I mean, I would suggest, you know, that's just my personal opinion, is to let your nails breathe and get some air every, you know, every now and then. So, you know, that is my video. If you guys have tried a favorite item or a favorite food or something that you noticed that made your nails grow, we love to hear from you. My secret weapon is vitamin D, and it also has to be, you also have to either already have a good amount of calcium or supplement with calcium in order for that, you know, vitamin D to work. But that's my secret weapon, and I'm so glad you stopped by my video. And please like and subscribe, and please do enjoy the rest of your day, night, or morning, or evening.